GM! GM. Sakaleyn, Neo, Funcracker. How is everyone doing? Val Phoenix, Bob, Lucky. How were the holidays, everyone? Shift Blade, our council member, Jimian, Captain Neckbeard. Pleasure to see you all here with us again for another year full of Star Atlas. Manic, good to have everyone here. I'm sorry, guys, if you feel if I Santi's coming. Chadix, GM,
Hello.
Santi. Okay, we can hear you.
Jose, what's up?
GM, and Izuka. Guys, today is going to be the tired people's brew. And the reason that I say this is because right now it is what, Santi? 10:30, 11 p.m. in Dubai?
It's 10 p.m. Yes.
10 p.m. in Dubai. And I don't know what time is it. It's 3 o'clock here, but as you guys can imagine, my daughter is only 20 days old. So
20 years.
yes,
She grows
20
fast.
years. They grow so fast. I blinked and I lost everything, bro.
Uh,
Yes, as Lurter is saying, Jose is in the no sleep zone. So I'm
yeah, we're both.
sorry. Yes, it is what it
But
is.
we turned the camera on anyways.
We turn the camera on anyways because we need you guys to see us surviving.
Yeah, we're still alive.
We're still
We
alive, still
survived the
fighting.
break.
Exactly, live and kicking.
Yes.
And how is everyone doing? Let us know in the chat. We missed you guys.
Yeah, we miss you all.
It's so weird to not be coming here every Wednesday and talking to you all when there is no brew.
Yeah, true. True. Hey, Morango. How's it going, Morango?
Wrangle our new
How is
council
Dubai?
woman.
Dubai is great. Dubai is amazing.
Santis
What do
already
you think?
owns a oil refinery.
I'm on my Habibi arc right now.
A baby arc is a good one.
Yes. Happy New Year, Lucky. Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New
Yeah.
Year.
2026, dude.
This is crazy, right?
Time flies.
2026. My mind is still on the 2000s, Santi, when we were young and
Yeah.
would go out in the clubs, play football. Those were the days. Now here I am,
Those were
a
the days.
father. I'm a father now, Santi.
You're a father now.
I have
Yeah.
a
That's
wife, a
crazy.
dog, and a child now. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Queen
That's
Dar,
that's wild. Happy New Year, Quindar.
Emperor.
Emperor, how's it going, brother? See if I'll create that channel that you sent me, brother. I didn't forget. I didn't forget. And so, Jose, I think we can get started with today's brew. We can talk about 2026 and what's happening in
Yes.
Staratas in 2026.
2026 is going to be a big year. Uh, one thing that I'm really looking forward to 2026, Santi, besides everything that people know, this is something that I am personally super excited about, is because we are probably, don't quote me on this, I'm not promising, but this is something that I'm expecting. We are probably going to see the first introduction of politics in the Stratos ecosystem. I feel like 2026 is the year that polis will finally find its place under the sun of Galia Expanse. I feel we are going to see it starts playing some roles in our gameplay loops, and I'm super excited about this, honestly. Politics, Emperor, yes.
Polis, Jose has always been the protector of Polis. It's one of his roles.
Exactly. Police prophet,
And I
yes.
think Michael Wagner actually touched on this in the Foundation Room, where he
Yes,
said,
exactly.
I'm quoting him, once we get C4 out and polished, we're going to be putting energy into the Atlas Looker addendum and an integration of Polis governance into gameplay. So
Like, imagine how cool it's going
that's a
to
good
be,
start.
Santi. We're finally getting the opportunity to start using our PvP in game. Man, it's going to be so cool. I will finally be
Yeah.
able to vote all my enemies out of Nutopia. It's going to be a very interesting period.
You need that. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, we'll get into everything 2026, or at least what we know so far. You know how fast things change here. Um, but before that, we wanted to say hello to everyone, as or we already did, and that we're back.
We're
Everything is
back.
back and moving. The team is moving fast already. Hit the ground running. Um, Again, like coming back from a time off into Star Atlas feels like jumping on a bullet train that is going full steam ahead. I don't know,
Exactly.
Jose, how it feels after being a
That's
father, but
exactly. Oh, Jesus.
it, it never stops. I hate that gift story in there.
Sorry, the Santi specifically told me, Jose, you can do anything, but
You can
share this
post
one
any
gift.
gift, Jose.
You can do anything you want, but don't share this one gift that you just shared. Like, it's the only cross in the road, like, it's the only line I'm not allowed to cross with Santi is that gift. It's the only one in our
Yeah.
relationship.
What
So,
are you reacting with the fire, Jindo, bro? What are we doing, Jindo? Come on.
so yeah, steady,
Uh,
steady,
steady, steady.
steady.
But yeah, the
But yeah,
other big thing before we get into 2026 and what is coming next, I think we should spend a little bit of time, not a lot, but a little bit of time in things that happened before 2026, right before we left, which
yes,
are the big one has been the UE5 release. I've heard a lot of comments. I've read a lot of comments. I'm still catching up to everything. Say like it's crazy how much has been going on in the community. Uh, but I want to hear from people here. How's everybody liking the new UE5 release? I know that there are some bugs that need to be worked on, but overall, tell me in the chat. And also, if you want to raise your hand, also we can get someone on stage if you want. But how do you guys feel about the new UE5 release? What did you like the most about it so far? What's your favorite piece? Lakota or Yakota says fantastic. Way too many bugs.
Santi,
But
we are
yeah, we
talking about
agree.
the ship dogfight or Project Galia here because we had two massive
Everything.
fight.
The,
Oh,
the
everything
UE5
UE5
release as a
related.
whole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to hear what people like the most.
Yeah. One thing that I know for sure is that the UE5 team is now working on debugging and fixing everything. Uh, they are extremely focused on that now. So you guys will see,
Yeah.
probably see updates on this, maybe even this week. Like you'll see some bugs being fixed, and they will spend the whole month getting everything product ready.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And you know how fast they move once they get things rolling.
yes,
UE5 team moves insanely
especially
fast.
now,
So
especially now that they have rested for those 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Like
yeah.
we had intense rhythm in 2025. 2025 was a good year for UE5. Uh,
Yeah.
And I feel we will only see improvements in 2026. We have some things to share regarding uh, that roadmap. Sure.
Yeah. People are saying, Bob says, I love it. Already level 3 ships to max level, grinding like never before.
This is
That's
good.
great. That's great. Siggy says that he liked LAR 4 the most. Sifawal says Exinade. The game looks way better right now. Yeah, true. True.
Yes,
Dark Void says it still needs a lot of fixing, especially critical bugs, but overall it's very good. There's always room for improvement. True.
very
True.
fair.
UE5 racing great and dogfighting is great. Nice. Who's the best dogfighter out there? Jose, do you know?
Santi, the only combat that I have been experiencing is me against my daughter's sleeping schedule, unfortunately.
Yeah, I bet. I
Yeah.
bet.
I literally know
The
nothing,
3 hour
Santi.
cycles.
From December
3 hour
15th
cycles.
to today, I didn't see anything. But I saw,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I saw Jindo and Siggy posting some stuff.
Oh my
I
god,
think
look
they
at
are
the
training.
screenshot that Jindo shared in the chat. Vibranium, bro. Steady Vibranium. It's
Ah,
a it's a 9 to
okay.
0 victory right there, Jose.
Jesus, Santi.
Wow. I guess Jindo is better at dogfighting than Battlefield.
Sheesh. That was for reacting with a fire to that gift, Jindo.
Yes. Exactly, Jose.
King
Agent Plus
Breaker,
says, I'm
thank you.
I'm pretty good at dogfighting. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, King Breaker. Loving everything. Movement is so clean right now. Also, the first steps into questing path, location to location, subterranean areas, hazard zones. Okay, he's loving everything. Seeing the bones of all this was huge. Games can streamline and look great later. This and look great later. Look at the ship spawners with the visuals and ink animations. Automata knows how to make high quality. Nice.
Thank
I
you,
love
friend.
it. I love it.
So
Thank you, King Breaker. Legend.
I I think people are happy, Santi. Like, of course, the
I
bugs. We
see
need to
mostly
fix the
positive
bugs.
feedback.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. And you, of course, we are always talking about how things are taking shape, but uh, now it feels even more intense, right, Santi? Like we now have a single player experience that's going to evolve. Funcracker is asking me to comment on this, so I'll be talking about that in a little bit. We have the beginning of our progression systems. We have the ship mastery, which is super cool. And very soon, we are going to talk about this. We are going to have the next stage of Sage Evolution, C4, and many other cool stuff coming. So yeah, I think it was a very good end of year for Automata.
I agree. I agree. Some bugs to be fixed on the UE5 release, but other than that, I think everything is taking shape, right?
Yes, things are starting to take shape, and they are going to fix those bugs, and people will be happy, I guess, if they already like the bugged version. When everything is fixed, I think everyone will be having a good time.
Yeah. Onizuka is asking for two different uh, race modes,
Race
a classic
modes.
mode and a death race mode. Okay. Yeah. I think that's something pretty doable. Don't quote me on that, but why not? When game chat for UE5? It's the
Yeah,
Discord.
that's Discord. Yeah, Yeah, no, the progression system is really cool. It really makes you want to grind and unlock stuff. It's interesting,
Yeah.
especially when we start using those in, for example, Project Galia or in the MMO. I feel it's going to feel huge to be. It will be reward. You'll feel rewarded by doing the quests, grinding, unlocking stuff, and getting to use it in the MMO or in single player. Yeah, this is super cool. Look at the skins. The Hitman, Kingbreaker. Nice.
It's Hitman, literally.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah, it's good to have a progression. It's good to have the unlocks. Some dopamine effects are back on the table, Jose. So
Yeah, that's
I think that's
important.
pretty big. When will we be able to use ship bundles? Ship bundles, I'm guessing you're talking about the components, like
Yeah,
the ship
it,
parts?
it's a C4 feature.
C4, yeah.
Yeah, we are going to talk about that.
Yeah, C4. But yeah, I think we talked about the UI release already, so we can move into 2026.
Santi,
And
just
we want to, yep,
real
yep, yep,
quick,
yep.
I just wanted to get people's feedback on the open market operations. Uh, so far, I didn't see anything groundbreaking. I think it was ended up being well received, but I would like to know how you guys are feeling about it right now. If you guys have used it, if you guys have acquired new ships, vessels, things like that. If there is anything you guys would see us change, etc. Any feedback on this is appreciated.
EOMO. I think people wanted to see a dashboard. That was the first thing that I saw.
Nice. Level X snatched some imps and Raven. Groove
A Rouge.
got got a rush.
Nice.
I bought a
That's
few
good.
ships as well.
Are you compounding, Jose?
Santi, I never dreamed that I would be this big in Star Atlas when I first joined this community.
Nice.
Feels good.
An airbike in a dream. Now we're here.
Exactly. A penguin in a dream. And here we are.
Yes. Dakota
Agent Solace
says
got
OMO is great. Gives the team extra funds and give us CXP.
exactly.
Nice.
Agent Solace
Agents also
killing
got
it.
3 capitals.
Sheesh.
Wow. Nice.
Nice. No,
Yeah,
this
Jose
is good.
was very lucky during the Golden Carnival.
Man, the God Carnival was Iris Blessings for sure.
Speaking of various blessings, we're going to have a code today. Codes are back.
The codes are
So we're
back.
going to be having a code for you guys very soon.
What's a code? For Jindo.
And we have the first drawing of the year on Friday as well. So
Awesome.
that's one thing that we didn't mention, Jose. The game
Yes.
nights are back with codes. I think we didn't have codes for them over the break, but the game nights are back with codes. And then we also have the Iris Blessing drawing on Friday with the game night. Torinder, did you lose your streak? I thought we went back and gave the streak back to everyone, but I don't know now. Streaks never got reset. Oh no. No. Okay, I guess now it's too
Hey.
late. No. Okay, we're sorry,
GG.
guys. Sorry.
GG double ping.
Dead. But yeah. Who has the longest streak now? I'm curious about that. I'm checking the channel right now. 6 days, 6 days. Who is 11 days for Cool? Nice. 10 days for Suto. 10 days for BB. Good, good. Very cool. And Jose, when you spoke about the OMO, you reminded me about one thing
Mm.
that we are going to be doing, which is the Ecom Bantara.
Oh,
So the Ecom
that's it.
Bantara, we launched the application form right before we went into the break. So we are opening it again for this week, for 1 week, so you guys can apply to join the Ecom Bantara if you're interested before we close the nominations. So if you think you can add value to the econ team by giving them feedback, and you are active in the Stratus economy, please apply via this Google form, and we will be reviewing this very soon. So if someone has already submitted a request, no, you don't need to submit again. It's already valid. I am not purposely not announcing that form. I just announced it. If you mean making an announcement, like like in the channel, we can do that. Yeah, as well. Yep, we can do that as well. Was going to ask the status on this. Yeah, the status is we are giving an extra time for nominations. We will post an announcement, and then we'll close that probably next week. With the announcement, we will put a deadline for nominations. So yeah. I hope the team gets at least one devil's advocate. Yeah,
We got.
probably a few.
We got. We got a few. More
Yeah.
than a few.
Yep. Okay. What else? Just we can get into 2026 now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Let's move to 2026. People are anxious. They want to know about the
Yeah.
roadmap.
Yeah. So what we did is, again, like we did in a brew not so long ago, we have a timeline of things that are going to be happening. I'm going to be posting that soon. But before, based on what you guys know, what is it that you're the most excited about for this 2026?
Yes,
I'm
I
curious to
wanna.
hear what
Me
you
too.
guys thinks. C4, C4, PTR and C4, C4, C4. Oh my god.
And I think people like C4, maybe.
I think people are looking forward to C4. Just wow. Think DGE. Okay. C4. Fleet Command or Funcracker FC. I don't know.
On Cracker.
Full MMO UE5. C4.
Sheesh.
Wow. The end
The end
of
of
core.
score. Poor score.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, Ronald, you made a post. You're welcome to join the stage if you want, Funcracker. Just raise your hand and we can get you in here. But I know you made a post about uh, what you're excited about for 2026. So maybe if you want to share your thoughts on stage, most welcome. Um, but yeah, let me clean up a bit this that we have just and send it in the chat. But we prepared it's nothing fancy, but the order of things for what's coming next. So, first of all, the team has been cooking very hard with Holosim.
Yes.
So, in terms of releases, that should be the next thing, Jose, if I am not
Yes.
mistaken.
Yes, I am expecting a Holosim release by the end of this month. Max first week of February. In my how I see it happening. And as I'm working there, I think it's a very achievable date for us. So it's the first thing that you guys will be seeing. I know we have lots of Holosim fans in the community, and if you already liked Holosim before, I think you'll love what we are preparing for this chapter 2. especially because the thing that you guys are most excited about is reliability, right? So this is a given. Holosim is going to be much more stable. Everything is going to Jesus groove. Don't do that. I'm a father now. I can be fired.
You
So
can't be held accountable.
exactly, I can be held accountable for anything now. But the next season of Holosim is looking good. We have the achievement system coming. We have the NPCs coming. We have the new quest lines, and every faction will get a different quest story. And let me actually share something, Santi. Let me see
Okay.
if I can. Why I can't share, Santi? Don't allow me to share stuff.
Because this whole thing is bugged, Jose.
No way.
Discord is completely bugged. Let me see if I can give you one role.
Maybe if I give you
All right,
the
check now. Check now.
still
Or
looks gray here.
leave and rejoin quickly.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so now it's the time where I should be singing something, but I'm not going to do that. So somebody in the chat should tell a joke while Jose is preparing that. Okay, Jose, you saved me.
It still's gray for me, Santi. Do you have the button for you?
Which
You have
one are you looking on? Not the one that is on the left. You have to click on the
There's
one that is on the
video,
middle.
and share screen.
No, not that one.
Mm,
Go to the
where
middle. You have mute, turn off camera, share screen.
I'll share what I have. Oh, let's see. Oh, let's go. Santi's so smart.
Yeah.
Mm,
Does it work, Jose?
Santi.
Send it to me if you want. You guys are getting no alpha. I'm sorry.
Just a second. Let
Just
me
I
see.
can't get the screen sharing to work.
I'll send you, Santi.
Send it to me. I'll have to download it.
Yes.
But we'll get it done. But yeah, I just posted the order of things in the chat. I'll post it again in case anybody missed it. But this is the estimated order of releases for things. So we have, first of all, UE5 and Zinc bug fixing. The team is very aware of those, both on the Zinc side and on the UE5 side. So as we talked before, super aware that there are some bugs that need fixing very soon. Especially, I think some pavement stuff when it comes to Zinc. CXP is broken. And wait, the video started playing on the background. And then also for UE5, just fixing the key bugs that are showstoppers, basically. No, that's not for the full year, Sigi. We're not spoiling the full year. I think there are some things on the pipeline that you guys don't know about, and we were like, even before this call, which is that we were like,
We're
can
trying
we
to figure out
share?
what was public and what's not. Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely not for the full year, Sigi. If anything, that's no. I don't want to say anything. It's just no.
Yeah. Steady,
But
steady.
yeah, no. I'll keep it
Yes.
steady. But yeah, I'll share what Jose wanted to share. Let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Yeah.
It's just politics. Without the boring parts. Never trust a peace treaty. Trust the bastard pointing the gun. Who says he won't shoot? When the alarms blare, Captain, I stop laughing. Then we survive.
This is
This guy
the
looks
drunk.
like he knows something, Jose.
Yeah, this guy is the one of the new characters that's been introduced in chapter 2 of Holosim, and he'll be in the Oni storyline. He'll be one of the main characters in the Oni storyline. He's a war veteran from the Convergence War. Yes, he looked more like a cat than a punab. I'm still working on those visuals. But yeah, we are going to have like voice, video, more and more in-depth lore elements in Holocene. So it's going to be cool. Like I really like the idea of exploring more the lore. You guys will also be able to meet more uh, different characters, different cultures, different aspects of the Star Atlas universe. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Just a small teasing.
Yeah. Again, like this is and it's something that I really like, which is the team experimenting with the AI tools that are available. And again, like this is all for Holosim. That wasn't UE5 or anything like that, just to be clear.
Yes.
Uh, but it's a cool spin on a character for Holosim. As you guys know, we have a Sage already. But looks like there may be a few new friends or not so friends, right, Jose?
Friends and villains. Yes. Exactly. It's going to be cool.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we need to leverage AI, even if it's not AAA in the UE5 sense. I think having Holosim as an experimentation layer, let's say, for these tools
Yeah,
and what's
exactly.
possible, it's super valuable.
Yeah, and Holocene was built with AI. Like it's literally us getting the structure that we already developed in other products and trying to leverage to the max using everything available for us. So as long as we can make a cool, exciting, and immersive game, we are all for it. We are going to test it and try to break the boundaries of what we can do.
Absolutely. So yeah, if you guys are not excited for the Holosim Chapter 2 release, you should be. You should totally be. We're not going to
Yeah.
spoil a lot here, but just the team has been really cooking hard for this one, right?
Yes, yes, I really look forward to see how you guys are going to engage with the NPCs, with each other, the achievement systems, the battles, now having a reliable game. It's going to be exciting. I'm super excited to see how you guys will feel about it.
Yep. Yep. And another thing that is coming back in 2026, just that we announced at the town hall, is Stratus Core.
Yes, yes, yes. Core is coming back. It's going to come back pretty much at the same period of Holosim. Uh, Fun cracker. You guys will be able to test it before release. Don't worry, my friend. So, but yeah, Core is coming back, and it's super exciting to see what team has been cooking for us. The story is super cool. You guys will get to meet very cool characters, many cool characters in this upcoming release. And one of my favorite species or tribes, let's say, of Star Atlas is going to finally appear in Core, which are the Dark Photoli. They are going to finally make an appearance in the main canon of Star Atlas, and I'm super excited to see how everyone will react to those uh, new characters, new environment, new developments in the lore feels. So super excited.
Yes. Yes. I think Core is also long overdue. Oh no,
Mm.
were many of you guys collecting it? Tell me in the chat. Were you guys buying the episodes and everything? I know that some of you were. Funcracker
I,
was. Xap,
I was.
nice. You were, Jose, nice. All
I
of
have all
them.
of
Got them
them.
all. Okay, that's great. That's great. Well, you guys will be able to continue collecting them. And as we announced at the town hall, the next core episode is actually going to be only $1, if I am not wrong, Jose. Only
Yes,
$1 to kick things back.
yes, exactly. To get everyone back excited. And
Yep.
we might even also bring you the opportunity to getting core by playing Holosim. Don't quote me on that, but we're exploring the idea of having core as one of the rewards of this season in Holosim.
Yes. You can quote Michael Wagner on that because he said it at the town hall.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah, you're good, Jose. You're not getting fired.
Awesome. Thank you. Awesome. Santi, people,
Also,
I see,
yeah, yeah.
I see lots of people also talking about partnerships, especially after the Tether announcement, co-creations of the game with other studios. And I want to tell you guys something. One of my final actions before I left for vacations was having a meeting with a very interesting studio that are developing something really cool in Star Atlas. I can't say who they are, but it was one of the most exciting partnerships I ever was involved in Star Atlas. And yes, a new planet. Yes, it's super exciting. Super exciting. We spent like 3 hours just talking about the lore, and they really like it, the Stratos lore and ecosystem. They are developing some really cool stuff in a planet which is very close to the edges of the high risk zone. So yeah, super exciting, super exciting. And also, Tether partnership, Santi might be the most appropriate guy to talk about it, but
Collaboration. Steady.
collaboration.
Collaboration.
Sorry.
Collaboration.
But this is something
But yeah,
that we want
things
to
are
move
moving there
forward.
as well.
Yeah, things are
Yeah,
moving there as
definitely.
well.
Definitely a big priority for 2026. Cannot say a
Yes.
lot. Um, but yeah. Santi, let Jose keep talking, okay? Jose, you keep talking, brother.
I will just say that this is something that we really want to move forward this year. We are cooking some really cool stuff. And if everything plays out and fine, we might see some great stuff. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, major implications for everyone involved, not just
Yes.
um s- not just that there's Star Atlas, but everybody involved.
Yes.
So yeah, cannot say more. Cannot say more. We'll let
Yes.
things play out the way that they should.
Yes. 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 As we should, Santi. As we should.
Yep. Uh, but yeah, let's keep moving with that. And in the order of releases, after core, we have C4 PTR. So
C4
that's
PTR.
the thing. I think the number one thing that everybody is looking forward the most um, for 2026, Jose.
It's
By
C4.
far.
Absolutely. By far.
And it's what I agree on with everyone. I think C4, and we've been discussing this internally. I think just there we had this conversation also at the beginning of this week. But I do think that C4 is really what differentiates and will differentiate Stratus from everything else. I think it's the
Yes.
key differentiator. It's a universe, endless possibilities, real economy, an economy that is so big and so massive that no one can do it all, and everybody has an edge if they play enough. So
Exactly. Exactly. Like C4. Like if you think about, okay, UE5 it's super cool with a game development. When we have the whole world building, it's going to be insane, it's going to be unique. But what distinguishes Star Atlas from everything else in the world, something that we have the know-how and the knowledge and the capability of creating, is the blockchain economy. And C4 is the next step of that, and it's looking super good. We are super excited about finally being able to release it. The PTR will be super important for everyone because you guys will be helping us providing data, uh, sharing feedback on gameplay stuff, on bug fixing, on everything that's built over C4. And guys, C4 is a lot. Like so many layers, so many intersectables, contents. We are also going to add politics in the future, PvP usage. So yeah, like it's massive. And the PTR is getting really close to being able to be tested by players now. I'm super excited. I'm super excited.
Steady.
Super excited. Steady.
I like that. I like that. I like that, Jose. I like that from you. But yeah, I've heard an internal rumor that C4 team actually cooked over the break.
Yes.
I
Yes, I
heard
heard
the
that.
rumor that
I
the
heard that.
C4 team was actually cooking over the break, and that things are moving fast. They are moving fast. So again, we cannot say a lot on this yet, but hopefully it's ready to get in players' hands very soon. So
Yes,
again, to me, C4 is the key differentiator. I think
it is.
C4 is really what makes the difference for Star Atlas as a whole. I think it's what positions us as a project as something that has never been done before, and it's also the baseline for the whole economy and the whole
Exactly.
Stratus universe, in my opinion, where we get C4, we get the economy rolling, we get the basis of all interactions, let's say, in the Stratless world and universe. And from there, we develop everything on top, right?
Exactly.
Um,
When we have C4
but
economy, we can build the universe over it. It's the foundation of everything.
yep.
So yeah, we are super excited. We know you guys are excited, and it will come together with another crucial component that will make C4 possible, which is the Zinc campaign release, right, Santi? Zinc.
Yes.
Uh, Zinc starting. So we'll have the C4 PTR coming right after core and etc. as we were saying, and then we'll move into the Zinc release. And that's going to be another game changer for our community, for our economy, for our ecosystem. I mean, how can you not be bullish
Yep.
on something that will make Star Atlas transactions something feasible, something that allows even the smallest of the players to come, grind, and build his metaverse fleet, right? If only for that reason, Zinc would be massive, but Zinc is much more than that. Zinc will be its own ecosystem, its own blockchains. We are lining up some very good partners to get things moving, to create an ecosystem that's bigger than our game. Of course, Star Atlas is the main show on the road of Zinc, but we are also bringing in partners, companies, even some well-known companies that you guys know about to be part of the Zinc ecosystem. So we are super excited
Very
about
true.
that as well. We are super excited about that as well. So it's going to be a huge year for us. It's going to be a huge year for us.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, as you're saying, Zinc is not only critical for C4, but it's also a chain in itself. And I hope you guys have been getting that CXP, right?
Don't
How?
don't don't sleep on
Where are
that.
you ranked, Jose? Where are you ranked, Jose,
Santi,
nowadays?
unfortunately, I have been unable to actively farm zinc because of daughter.
Yeah,
But
having
I'm but
a
I'm
human
still in
being.
77. I'm still in 77.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
it's decent, but I
Just
could be doing a
as a
lot
heads
better.
up for everyone, as a heads up for everyone, there may be some little changes to CXP because of some bugs that we have identified. We'll keep you posted on the Sync Discord, but the Sync team is working on some bug fixing in there.
Yeah.
But with that said, we have the code, Jose, and the
Oh,
code
Santi.
is "We Are Back." So you guys can go claim "We Are Back," get the 250 tickets, and participate in the drawing on Friday that happens live during the Galia game night. So the code is "We Are Back." Go claim it right now.
Yeah, I'm
Get the
super
baby
excited.
earning you CXP. Oh my god.
She'll pay for her own studies. She'll farm the XP.
uh,
Awesome.
yep. What else? And then one other thing that we have there is, well, of course, C4 mainnet. But then after that, new UE5 mode. I don't think we can talk a lot about that yet, mainly because I don't fully remember what we said and what we didn't say. It's not conquest. It is not.
Yes.
Okay, so we didn't say. We didn't say. I don't think we said this one, Jose.
I don't think so, Santi.
We'll have to keep it steady. We were actually doubting ourselves before the call. Like, can we can we share or not? But there will be a new UE5 mode
Yes.
this year. But yeah, Conquest is something that we didn't include in there. We should have had included that, but
Yes.
it's one that I am very excited for, Jose.
Me
I
too,
think that's
Santi.
another thing that really
Me
ties the
too,
pieces
man.
together.
Exactly. It's like playing. I really like it, Battlefront 2. So I'm really looking forward to playing something like that in Star Atlas. It's going to be crazy. Ship to ground battles and ship to ship, ground to ship, complete chaos, defending fortress, things like that. It's going to be crazy. Like it's legitly one of the things that I'm most excited about playing here in Star Atlas. Like it's going to be super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you guys saw before, people like Jindo are practicing.
Exactly.
So
Get there,
you
guys.
can
Start.
start practicing.
Yeah, if I were you, I would start training. I would
Yes.
start training so you can defend your decks when the moment comes.
Yep. Go train, get wrecked by Jindo, and play a bit of dogfight out there. Definitely important.
Stancy, this Friday game night, maybe we could do some dogfighting, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we will do some dogfighting 100%. That's the plan. So you don't want to go into the Friday game night also without knowing the dogfight and make a shame of
Exactly.
yourselves out there.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I think we covered. I was going to say we covered everything, Jose, but it's definitely not everything for 2026.
It is
This
not
is what it's on the
public, let's
pipeline right
say.
now.
Yeah, the public
Public
pipeline.
pipeline right now. and what we can talk about. So it's definitely possibly not even half of 2026 what we just talked about, but we wanted to share with you guys so you understand how things are moving, where we're having the focus on, and we also wanted to understand like what you guys are looking forward to the most, which I think Jose, it was pretty clear, right?
Yeah.
It
Another
was
another
pretty clear.
another thing that we forgot, Santi, is that Project Galia will be receiving updates throughout the year. Brad is still developing Project Galia. We are not going to stop developing that game mode. So Brad is totally focused on that, adding new contents, new maps, new planets, stuff to do, etc. You can be sure that this project will keep on going to the day that we have our full-fledged MMO in Star Atlas in Galia Expanse. So yes, Galia is different from Siege. Yes, Torinda. Those are different modes. Galia is the single player experience. Siege is multiplayer. So yeah, guys, you can expect lots of updates on that front as well.
Yep. Yep. Any questions, anything that we should chat about that we didn't share or that we missed? Let us know in the chat. I also know, well, also another thing in 2026 is we'll have the new council fully onboarded, Jose. And yeah, new there we go. New council is moving. And I know that there are some pips also in the works. I've heard in the Galia Bacalis, Jose. I heard in
We
the
have been
Galia
hearing lots of
Bacalis.
rumors, right, Sati? We are
Oh
know
yeah, oh
we
yeah.
have been hearing a lot.
I've heard a lot of rumors in the Galia Bacalis that there are a few things, a few peeps in the works that are aimed to empowering the community, get the voice out there. We already have the Dowcasters, which is pretty great already, but I know that there are more pips in the works to support Star Atlas community in their content creation ventures and helping expand the ecosystem and share the word out there. So I won't leak it, Bohemian. No. Out of respect to the people that have shared this with us, we'll let them do it at their own rhythm. But some guys are cooking out there. I'll say that. Seriously cooking. We have Super Phoenix events coming in February. I heard something about it. I've heard something about it. Jose, did you hear anything about the Super Phoenix? If
Yeah,
you
those
guys
guys.
know,
Yeah, those guys are cooking. If anyone from the organization wants to share anything, feel free to do it. But I see that they are organizing lots of events, lots of meetings, things like that. It's going to be an exciting year. Sure.
yeah, I've seen some things like more tournaments. I saw like mixed racing tournaments as well. So it's exciting for sure. DAO sponsor Carnival in Rio. I don't know about that, Jose. I know you guys will love that.
Yeah. I'll be changing my baby's diapers during the carnival. No carnival for just that this year. Star Atlas Summit this year. Yes, we need to schedule a Star Atlas Summit this year. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Been a
it will be
while.
pretty cool. It will be pretty cool. Anybody is planning to go to Breakpoint this year in London for Solana Breakpoint? John Carlos, Funcracker, Torinder, Siggy's not going. Jithblade, 25 people from Stratus Italia. Wow. Wow.
I'm actually thinking of going, Santi. my brother lives in the
It's going to be
UK.
Stratos Italia breakpoint.
It's going to be good to take my daughter on her first international trip as well. So
For sure. For sure. I'm also thinking of going to Zay as well. Like
yeah,
I went to London once and it's such a magical place. Like I've loved every second of that city.
I love
And I
London.
didn't get to experience
It's one of
like
my favorite places in the world.
yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. So highly recommend checking London out if you can and maybe heading to Breakpoint this year. That would be pretty cool. We'll see if we can do a Star Atlas Summit as well. And a sync point or something like that.
Yeah.
In the future.
Yeah, exactly, Arthur. Let's pump Atlas and Polis so everyone can go there.
Yeah. Yeah. Strike point.
Track points.
Imagine it gets called like that. No shot. No shot. But yeah, a lot of people are going to London, Jose. We may need to go.
Yes, we need to go. It's going to be cool.
Yeah. Sleep in Arkansas is the place to be. Okay. I never been to Arkansas.
Me
What
neither.
think bugs are confirmed? Well, we have a long list of bugs confirmed. I don't know if Darwin can send it over, but lots of bugs confirmed for Sync, and a lot of them also for UE5. And the team is already fully aware, and both the UE5 team and the Sync team are locked in right now, like getting into the rhythm of things, and they're going to be pushing fixes for the whole week. So
Absolutely. Everyone's already working hard. We'll see improvements very
yeah.
soon. All right, Santi, I think we covered everything, friend.
I think we got everything covered. I don't see any more questions. So okay, there we go. Question from Torinder. Is there any info about the sync validator? How do we become one? What is needed and timing? So we don't have any information right now on that, but like we said at the town hall, what is going to happen is that we're going to be hosting sessions probably here or more likely in the Sync Discord, where you guys can have the workshops, so you can learn what it takes to run a validator.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't see any other questions out there, so I think we're good, Jose. Again, it's always a pleasure to start the year next to you, Jose.
Always a
And
pleasure, Santi.
congratulations again
Thank you,
on
my
the
friend.
daughter. And super excited for 2026. We'll be as soon as we get more things in the pipeline, we'll be keeping you updated throughout the year on how the timelines are looking. Even if we cannot give specific dates, we understand that it's valuable for you guys to understand what is coming next and after that, and just the order of things. So we'll keep doing that as a we'll make it a common practice for you guys. So again,
Absolutely.
I appreciate everyone joining. Go claim the code. The code is We Are Back, and you guys will be able to maybe earn some prizes at the drawing on Friday. So nothing else from my end. Jose, anything before we leave here?
Nothing else from my end either. But 2026 being our year, guys, get ready, settle up, because it's going to get wild very quickly, very fast. Thank you all for your
Yep.
support throughout these years, and let's have a blast. in 2026.
See you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye bye. See ya.